Los, let's jump into our first trailer that we're going to talk about here. Your favorite movie, one of your favorite movies of all time, Venom 3.
Bro, I before um before I saw the trailer, I had hope. I really did.
You actually had hope? Wow, I'm
Yes.
surprised. I'm
Yes.
really very
Yes.
surprised.
Because usually generally when they make it up to the third movie of a franchise, they get rid of some of the things that don't work, So I was thinking, all right, maybe it'll be better. Maybe it'll be watchable like the first one.
Okay.
But no. They
But
they
no.
have their stupid joke right at the beginning, and I was like, yeah.
Oh, the one where they're like, "I'm Venom. No, I'm Venom. I'm Venom. No,
We are
we're
Venom, yeah.
we're Venom. We are Venom." That went on way too long. Way too long. Um I think for me, that's one of the cringiest things about the first two movies for me is when they try extremely hard to be funny and they try to add the comedic element to it. It just comes off very cringy and it just doesn't work. It doesn't work for me, at least. It doesn't work for
At
me.
this point, honestly, there should be humor in a situation, but not just flat out, I'm trying to be funny.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Because
And
he's had it
yeah,
for what? Let's say each movie takes place a year apart. So if he's had the if he's had the symbiote for 3 years, he should be pretty well versed on how to use the damn thing.
yeah, yeah, exactly. So I mean that's one of the things. Speaking of what you're saying about the comedic element, that's one of the things that made Marvel so successful for the first 2 years is that there wasn't just scenes of just comedy. It was just comedy mixed in with what was already naturally happening, and it just made it funny. You know what I mean? Like Guardians of the Galaxy, for example, or Thor, and his random jokes here and there. Tony Stark. It was just little things thrown in there as something was already happening. It wasn't like a dedicated time of like, all right, this is the funny moment. You ready? Let's go. You know what I
No,
mean?
or in Captain America, the first one, you two fondue. You
Oh
know,
my god, yeah.
I mean, stuff like that was funny. Or when Peggy Carter shoots his shield.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Stark
yeah.
goes, it's impenetrable. She's like, oh really? Pa 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 pa. I say it works and walks away.
Jeez Louise.
Yeah,
And Beaky in chat actually says he thought the first two Venoms were solid, and he thinks this one might be solid, but probably not the best, but at least watchable.
really? Oh
I'm,
my god!
I'm
No, the
actually
first one was watchable.
the
The
first one was
second,
watched.
first one was watchable. Okay, a little dated,
Yeah,
which is kind of odd because it was a new movie at the time.
mm,
But I felt like it was watchable. It was enjoyable. The
yeah,
second one, oh my god, it was terrible.
yeah. Like honestly though, the first one feeling a little dated actually kind of gave it a little bit of kind of gave it its charm. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like it had like a '90s film vibe to it, and I was like, oh, you know what? It's not bad. It's okay. It's a decent popcorn flick.
yes,
Why not? And then part two came out, and I'm looking at this like, what are we doing right now? What's happening? It just I feel like it just went off the rails, and they kind of lost the idea of what they had from the first one and the second one, and it just came off extremely cheesy.
yeah.
Extremely cheesy.
And the big battle at the end in the church, it just, I don't know, man. It just didn't hold my interest.
Yeah, I'm
I think that's the
surprised
best
they're
way to
doing
put
a
it.
third movie.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I said I'm surprised they're doing a third movie.
Well, no, they've always said they were going to do a trilogy.
Okay. I didn't even know
Yeah,
that.
and supposedly Venom 3 is set in the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man universe.
Really
Yeah.
interesting. There's been like rumors and speculation that Andrew Garfield was going to get his own Spider-Man movie. Maybe this could be the beginning of that.
Maybe
Maybe
maybe he's in this one.
that would be interesting. That'd be interesting. So I
But
mean,
honestly, I would have put that in the trailer because that would make people want to run to see it.
no, let that be. I'd rather that be something that's a nice surprise. With all these trailers that we have nowadays, man, there's no more surprises. You watch a movie and then I mean you watch a trailer and literally the entire movie is in the trailer, and then by the time you watch the movie, you're like, well, I already saw like half the movie already at this point. So you know?
Yeah, I guess. I guess. But I don't know, like, I forget the name of the comic book run, but this does take place, um this looks like it's following a comic book run in one of the Venom storylines where
Mhm.
the actor who's playing the military guy. Don't forget he was also Sorcerer Supreme in Doctor Strange Mom.
Yeah.
So this could be a multiverse thing. Because remember, you're not the same person in every multiverse. So he could be playing that character, the same character, but a military guy in this one.
Yeah.
He's a great actor, so I know his performance will be spot on. It's
Mm.
just the movie looks like it's kind of bad. Well, anyway, so the character that he's playing is after Venom because his daughter was killed because of Venom, not directly but indirectly. He has those soldiers, the one that are hanging off the helicopter, and they go
Mhm.
after Venom. And at some point, all of them get a symbiote, and each symbiote is a different color, and they all go after Venom. So, from what I saw from the trailer, it is following the comic. I wish I remember the name of the comic book run, but it's following that, So, and it was a pretty decent Venom run, but with Sony's history of making superhero movies,
Yeah. I pretty much see it the same way too, honestly. Like the trailer seemed interesting when it like in certain there's certain segments of the trailer where I'm like, wow, maybe this could be decent. And then there's certain parts that happen, I'm like, ah, well, maybe not. And then I kind of go back and forth because there are some interesting shots, some interesting scenes and possible story beats that pop up in the trailer. But like you said, I just go back to like this is still just Sony, you know.
but you know what? It's got some good actors like Stephen Graham. I don't know if you remember him from the movie Snatch,
Stephen Graham from Snatch.
the Guy Ritchie movie, where Brad Pitt starts talking with the weird accent you can't understand him.
No, I actually don't remember
You've
that.
never watched Snatch,
No, I've never watched Snatch. Never
bro?
watched it.
You watch that movie, you will you will instantly become a Guy Ritchie fan.
Really?
Lock, Stock, and Three Smoking Barrels.
Yeah, I do remember that one.
That was Guy Ritchie's first movie, and this is Guy Ritchie's second movie. And when I tell you that movie is funny from head to toe, it is amazing.
Okay, okay.
So
Okay, I
that
gotta add to
Stephen
my
Graham
list.
was in that movie, and he's a good actor. He's played in a lot of stuff.
Hmm.
So him being there, that's another great actor. I'm like, all right, this is going to be good, And I look like, oh my god, it's another British actor. I can't pronounce his name. Rise Ifans, Ifans. He played Sherlock Holmes' brother in Elementary. Remember that Sherlock Holmes TV show that was on CBS?
Yeah,
He
yeah,
played
yeah.
Sherlock Holmes' brother, and he's played in a lot of other things too.
Hmm.
So there are great actors in this.
Yeah.
I'm just curious if
In
they pull it off, I'll be amazed.
in Juno Temple, she's actually a pretty good actress. She played a role in jeez, what's that Apple TV show? Let me see if I can IMDb her real quick. She's in a lot of things. She's been in a lot of Apple TV shows. Ted Lasso, Fargo, the TV series, the most recent TV series. She's been in a lot of Apple TV shows as well. Like I said, she's actually really good. She's a really good actress. So like you said, the cast was very surprisingly interesting, coming into this film. Like watching that
Right.
trailer, I was like, "Wow, this person's in it. Wait, that why is this person in this movie?" You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because we know how horrible the first two films were, and then to have a
No,
part
no, the
three,
second one. First one was watchable.
how
What's
horrible the second film was.
Thank you.
Um, and then to come into this film with these great actors, I'm like, man, all right, are you guys going to really try this time? Can I actually look forward to semi enjoying this one like I did the first one? We'll see. I think the one thing that really bothers me a lot with the Venom movies is honestly Venom itself. Like the way they carry this character, the way they try to make him this this walking joke, and him and like Ted Hardy try to have this little semi weird relationship with each other where they almost seem like a couple. It's just I think that's for me that is the worst thing about the Venom movies is actually Venom and Ted Hardy. Honestly,
I feel like they make the symbiote a child,
yeah,
which I just think is the wrong approach for for that character. And that supposedly how he's a loser on his planet, that was never Venom,
yeah,
in the comic books anyway. Two things that I did notice in the trailer. He is wearing the same exact clothes as he did from the end of what was it, No Way Home?
yeah.
He's
I did
wearing the
notice that.
exact same clothes.
I did notice that.
I that and what was the other thing I noticed? Damn, I forgot what was the other thing. Anyway, that's the one that comes to the top of my mind. Um, yeah, it's just, I mean, it's a good trailer technically, you know, and I think part of the reason why I'm so lackluster on it is because of my experience with Venom 2. But I'm hoping it's better than Venom 1.
Same. I think
And
that's probably the
and
best way to say it.
yeah, and the on purpose jokes are minimized. That's my only hope for it. I hope it's funny accidentally, like or mixed into the action, but not like stopping a whole action scene so they can say we are Venom 3 times.
That was very annoying. That was very annoying. Like that was within like the first like 30 seconds of the trailer. I was like, I'm already done watching this. I don't even want to watch it anymore.
Yeah.
I just couldn't even watch it. But I mean, obviously, like always, guys, we're gonna jump into it and check it out and give you guys our thoughts on it and deep dive into it and possibly tear it apart once the film drops. When does this actually come out? Actually,
Hold on. IMDb should say it.
fairly soon, I believe.
October 25th, 2024.
Oh, geez. I don't know why I thought that was like a summer movie. I feel like that would have been probably been better for a summer movie. But
Well, they kind of treat Venom as a monster, so closer to
yeah.
Halloween.
What's your thought on the title, Venom Last Dance?
Um, they're trying to follow the No Way Home thing.
Oh, okay. Like with like the weird titles, basically. No
Right.
Way Home, Far From Home. Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel
That it's literally my take on it. I don't think it's anything significant other than maybe it might be the last um Venom movie with Tom Hardy. But
I think
if it's
so.
successful and they move him into the universe, into a multiverse, he might come back.
I think so too. I think this could be the last movie. I can't see them not doing something eventually with Spider-Man and Venom. If they don't, then that's just Sony just being freaking horrible as always, not taking advantage of a good opportunity of having Venom and Spider Man in the same movie. Fans have been craving that literally since the first Spider Man movie over 10 years ago.
Well, my
So
whole thing is I want them to do Agent Venom, um, where Flash goes into the military. Um, Something happens to him. He loses his legs. The military offer him a way back in, but he's got to be Agent Venom. So he takes the symbiote and then he becomes Agent Venom. So
mm,
that's a storyline I would like to see because that was an amazing comic book run. And at one point, he was even part of Guardians of the Galaxy.
oh wow.
Yeah, that's the run I want to see, but I don't think they'll do that.
Yeah, they're not gonna do that. It's Sony. They're not gonna do that.
No.
But you know what? We'll see though. We'll see. I mean, we got a few months, so hopefully Venom could do something to entice us to be happy about this movie.
Yeah,
Um, All right, the next trailer I want to jump into Alien Romulus. Are you a Alien fan, Los?
I am, but as soon as I saw the title, I started laughing because as a Star Trek fan, we all know that Romulus is home of the Romulans and the Remans, where one of Starfleet's enemies.
That's really what you thought about, really?
Yeah, that's a
Oh wow.
Alien Romulus, and I was like, that's such a bad title.
Yeah, interesting title. Yeah, I actually love. this trailer. I'm actually a really big Alien fan. Watched all the movies except for one. I did miss what's the one Alien movie? Prometheus. I did miss that one.
Which one is that one?
Prometheus. I forgot when that came in the timeline. I could be wrong. That might have been the last Alien movie. Chat, correct me if I'm wrong. I believe Prometheus was the last Alien movie, but something's telling me I am 100% wrong about that.
All right, I'm gonna go to Google for this.
Google, I choose you. First time I choose you.
Alien franchise. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. We have Alien. Saw that. Aliens was better than the first one. Alien 3 was crap.
Wait, Alien 3 was
Alien
crap.
Resurrection. Which one was Alien Resurrection?
Crap.
No, but do you
I did.
remember it?
I do remember it. I
Oh
believe.
yes, 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 yes. Where she makes the basketball.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. That one. It was all right.
yeah,
It had good moments.
yeah. It was okay.
I saw Prometheus.
Yeah.
Covenant. I didn't watch.
Covenant was okay. It was alright. So yeah, I guess Prometheus wasn't the last one then.
I saw Alien versus Predator
Yeah. Unfortunately, I saw that.
and Alien versus Predator Requiem. I don't remember.
I did watch that one. It wasn't good. It wasn't good. None of them. None of the Alien versus. I mean, I don't want to say none of them were good. I think the first Alien versus Predator was okay. It was decent. I think it was based off the comics at that time. I think they had the comics of Alien versus Predator. Then they did the video game. Then they did the movie. So it was nice to see. But yeah, I wasn't a big fan of the Alien versus
Bro,
Predator
I don't
one.
even remember hearing about this movie.
Really?
Yeah. Like
Yeah,
I'm
I
going
guess.
through the screen caps from IMDb
Yeah.
and I don't even remember hearing about this one.
Wow. Yeah, I mean it's definitely a 100% streaming, not flick it. For sure.
And it
Like
was and that was released in 2007.
jeez. Was that the last Alien movie?
No, the last Alien movie was Covenant 2017.
Covenant. Okay, I didn't see that one. I don't remember what that one's about.
That's the one where the robot dude, what's his name?
Oh, dang, what is his name? I am blanking on his name right now. The guy that's the cyborg or something like that, right?
David,
Yeah.
where David flies to some planet um where the aliens are at. I think it's their home world or something.
Oh yeah, I didn't see that one. I didn't see that one. So I missed like two Alien movies. I missed like two of them. Because listen, there's been so many over the years that even some of the ones that I did watch, I didn't watch until like much later because it was just so hard to keep up with all of them. There was just so many random Alien movies that came out, and a
I
lot
I
of them
just
weren't good.
I just think once they treat it like an action film, they ruin the character. When they keep it like a horror movie, I think it's amazing. Like to me, this Alien Romulus
Mhm.
looked and felt like a video game to me.
Yeah, it did. It did. It actually did. Yeah, there is an Alien video game that came out a few years ago, and I'm blanking on a name, but it literally looks like this. It's first person, and you're on a ship. I think you're Ripley's daughter in this video game, and you're literally trying to just hide and escape from one of the aliens. There's one alien on the ship. You don't have any guns or anything like that. The only thing you have is your feet to run and hide. And when I saw this trailer for Romulus, I was like, "This literally looks like that game." I need to figure out the name of that game of the Alien
I'm
game so I
actually
can
looking for it
just
right now. It's not on IMDb.
Isolation, Alien Isolation.
I've seen a walkthrough of the game. That was
That
scary.
that game's creepy. Like
Was scary.
I never finished it. But playing that game, man, it gives you chills. You really feel like you're in that alien universe. And watching this trailer felt like that. I felt like I was in the alien, like I was back in the proper alien universe. Because, like you said, and I didn't even think about that until you said that. I feel like the franchise has got so caught up, and I feel like it kind of happened when it got into the Alien versus Predator routine. They got so caught up on the action that they forgot about the horror. They
Yeah.
forgot about the suspense. They forgot about why Alien became so popular back in the 80s and 90s. It's because it was terrifying. Like, you saw that thing on screen, that thing was terrifying.
What I
You know
loved
what I mean?
about it in the 3 acts, 1 was the ignorance, 2 was the fear, 3 was fear, and then the final battle, you know?
Yeah.
So, it kinda followed sort of a video game formula, but I thought that was the best formula for the game.
Yeah, for the movies. Yeah, I think so too,
You ever
honestly.
play Alien Dark Descent?
I didn't play that one. I was like, I've played a few early Alien video games back in the Sega days. But as it went to like more current consoles, I tried out a few Alien games, but a lot of them were not good. So anytime a new Alien game would drop, I would just be like, that's another Alien game. I'm not playing
Well, this one got released June 20th, 2023. So, it got released a year ago.
Oh, that's the most recent one. Yeah, I haven't played that one yet. I haven't played that one yet.
Have you s
It looked a little interesting. I was like, okay, this one might not be bad. Maybe I'll jump into it. I think it came on PlayStation Plus at one point. So it is in my library. But the last one I actually played was Isolation, and that one was amazing. So good. So good. If you or anybody in chat has not played Isolation, it's worth a check out. At this point, it's probably like $10. It's probably super cheap. It came out so many years ago. But yeah, it's definitely worth the play for sure. Um, but yeah, so what do you think of the trailer? How do you feel about it?
I thought the trailer was really good, although one part felt a little pornographic. When the
Oh,
facehugger's trying to insert that tube into the guy's mouth,
oh
I
my
was like,
goodness.
"Ew, that's a little porno-y," you know?
Yeah.
But I thought well, what I loved was that finally you saw the facehuggers be a real threat and not just a jump scare. Like, you saw that they can move, they can run, they can chase after people, like, that, really impressed me,
Yeah, I did like that too. I did like that.
and it also implied that they're used to being in a watery environment.
Yeah, I agree. It seems like the facehuggers might actually play a little bit of a bigger role in this movie because they seem like it's like I said, they seem like they might be a much bigger threat,
Yeah,
honestly, which is interesting. I love the new technology where like obviously and you can tell that the facehuggers are a big threat because now they have technology where you can put a light up against your chest and you can like literally see an x-ray through your body to see if there's anything inside your body. So it definitely seems like the facehuggers are going to be a really big threat in this one.
yeah,
And I feel like this film is getting back to its origins. This actually looks creepy.
it
It
does, it
looks
really
scary,
does.
and it looks so amazing. I think this is a awesome trailer. The just the cinematography, the shots they go for, the camera angles. It's like, man, this is a new generation of Alien that we're getting here, and I'm very excited for it. And this is bringing me back as a fan, as an early Aliens fan. This is bringing me back where I'm actually excited to watch an Alien movie, and I have not been excited to watch an Alien movie in a very long time.
Yeah,
Looking at this trailer gets me hyped. I actually watched the
yes.
trailer like multiple times. I was like, man, I can't wait to see this.
And what
So
I like the fact is they're not trying to bring Sigourney Weaver into it.
yeah, I do like that. I do like that. I mean, because she's older at this point, and yeah, it would be
It's not even that. It's kinda like give the character a rest, like,
yeah,
let it move on from its origins. You know what I'm trying to say?
yeah. I am curious to see. Like, I don't know much about the backstory. I'm actually trying to go into this a little blind. I don't want to know much about the story or where they're headed or why they're headed that way. I actually want to go into this film blind because, like I said, it has been a very long time since I've been excited about an alien movie, and I can't wait for this. I can't wait for this.
Yeah, it looks good. It looks good.
Indiana Jones. What is it? The Great Circle, I believe it is.
Yes. Oh my god, that
And
looks so good. That looks so good.
yeah, same. I 100% agree. They recently dropped a new trailer at the Xbox Game Showcase. Unfortunately, I don't know if it was confirmed, but I believe that Indiana Jones Great Circle is going to be exclusive to Xbox. I
Ah, my
think so.
girl's got one. I'm good.
Oh, she got one? Oh, okay, cool, cool,
She's an
cool.
Xbox person, I'm a PlayStation person, but I'll buy the game and play it on her Xbox. I'm good.
Yeah. So, um, what do you think? How do you like? How'd you feel when you watched that trailer?
I literally got hooked on the trailer and I was like, "Oh man, this is great." And just got lost in the story.
Yep, same here.
Honestly, I got lost in the story. So, and that's one of the things I think that makes a great game is if you get lost in the story.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Yeah, I was watching that trailer. I keep forgetting that the actor who is voicing Indy is not the same actor. You know,
Oh my
it's
god, he sounds so much like him.
I know he does. He really does. It's Troy Baker. Troy Baker has done a lot of amazing voice acting over the years for a lot of games. Let me see. Let's check out his track record if I can see him.
See,
I know he
like remember I was telling you about that Star Trek game Resurgence? We're talking a while back, like last year.
yeah.
How as I was playing it, I was like, "Oh crap, I got to make decisions" because the story was so good. I
Mhm.
feel like this Indiana Jones movie is going to be just the same way. Like you're going to get lost in the story and like, "Oh crap, I got to make a decision."
Yeah, I honestly same here. I was literally sitting there watching the trailer, the recent trailer, and it was a cinematic trailer, and I was sitting there watching it as if I was watching an Indiana Jones movie,
Yeah.
and I forgot that I was looking at a video game. You know, I was like, "Oh, okay, here's new trailer." I'm like, "Huh, wow, this is it's pretty good. It's pretty interesting." And I just sat back and just enjoyed it. I was like, this trailer made me excited for the Indiana Jones game. They showed a trailer before a few times. And I was like, ah, whatever, maybe I'll check it out. You know, it might be decent, but for some reason, there was something about this trailer that just gave me that vibe of Indy, growing up as a kid, watching Harrison Ford do his thing with the whip, running away from the rock and the bats and the snakes because he hates snakes. Like
Yes.
this brought me back into that vibe as if like I was a kid watching Indiana Jones again. And I loved it. Loved
And
it.
what I loved in the trailer is you see for the sake of argument, Indiana Jones like make all these facial expressions, like
Yeah.
he would in the movies, and it was just like, wow, that's a lot of attention to detail.
Yeah, it is. It really is. I think honestly, Machine Games, which is the studio that's making this game, they have a pretty good track record. They're going all out with this one, man. They're going all out, and I'm really excited. And I can't wait to see Troy Baker do his thing. I'm a big fan of his. He's done a lot of voice work for like the Last of Us video games, Batman Arkham Knight. He did Jason Todd, Justice League, God of War, like you name it. Like this man is literally the man when it comes to voice acting in video games. So can't wait to see him, do his work in this one. But yeah, this is actually I'm actually very excited for this one.
Dude,
I'm
this
definitely
game's got Tony Todd in it. He's a great actor. You know him
really.
from Candyman.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I for a second I didn't even realize who you were talking about until you said Candyman. I was like, oh yeah, I forgot Tony Todd.
Yeah.
I
And
wonder
he's
what
had
character did he play?
uh Locus.
Locust. Okay. I don't
Yeah.
think they showed him in the
I don't
trailer.
think they showed him in the trailer. But like I know him from like he's done Star Trek and a bunch of other films.
Mhm.
He's an amazing actor.
Yeah, I love him. I love him. He did the voice of Venom in the last Spider-Man game too.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
That's a good choice.
Yeah. He has great voice for that.
That's a real good
um,
choice.
when is this game dropping? I don't see it on IMDb.
Indiana Jones.
Oh,
Expected 2024. That's all it says.
okay. So we don't actually have an actual release date yet. Okay. Yeah, I mean this is exciting. I mean, I think we've had Indiana Jones games in the past before, but this is like that true Indiana Jones experience. I was actually a little iffy about it being first person, because I figured for an Indiana Jones game you would want to be third person, but knowing like actually after watching the trailer and everything like that, it actually makes sense why they're doing first person.
Well, the
So
thing is too, like a lot of these games will be first person for this part, and for the story part, it's third person.
yeah, that's true. That's true. So, but
What would be a great feature? I wish a lot of games would do would be after you're done playing it, for you to be able to watch the game as a movie with all the actions that you've done. I
oh yeah,
wish games would do that.
yeah. Yeah, I think that would actually be pretty dope, especially for a game like this. I mean, it's Indiana Jones, man.
Yeah.
It's Indiana Jones. I do like how they show the big boulder that was like chasing him down. I wonder how they're going to incorporate that into the game because I don't think this is like reenacting the movie or anything like that. So I'm curious to see how that's gonna play out in the game.
It might be a flashback, because a lot of games will do flashbacks that, you've got to beat this challenge or that challenge and things like
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
That's what I
that's
think it is. Or it could just be, filler for the trailer, for all you know.
that's true. Yeah, yeah. Because sometimes they do that. They'll just make a scene for a trailer that's only in the trailer. So but yeah, this is a day one purchase. Well, I think it's gonna be on Game Pass. So if you have Game Pass, you pretty much just play it for free, kind of, quote unquote. Um, but yeah, this is a day one play for me. Day one play. I'm a hardcore Indiana Jones fan. I've watched those movies a billion times growing up, and I'm very excited for this. Very
Yeah,
excited for this.
according to Lucasfilms, this is coming to Xbox Series X, IS. I don't know what that means. PC and Xbox Game Pass in 2024. So yeah, it's an Xbox exclusive.
Okay. Yeah, well, you guys want to play that Indiana Jones? Get on that Game Pass or that PC, basically. So, but yeah, this
Yeah,
this game looks good, man. Definitely can't wait for this one.
I want to watch a gameplay trailer now.
Yeah, you know what? There is another trailer that they put out, I believe, last year. So if you check YouTube, you might find a trailer that has cutscenes, but as well as like gameplay. Like it's a little more gameplay involved. So, but yeah, you gotta check online for that one, I believe. Other than that, that's pretty much
Well,
about
I'm
it. Yep.
curious about one thing about Indiana Jones, this game.
What's
How
up?
much are puzzles going to be involved in it?
Yeah, that's actually a good question because he does deal with a lot of like puzzles in the actual film. So I could see it being a lot. I could see there being a lot of puzzle moments, honestly. So I feel like you kind of have to have that. You got to have your mix of situations where you got to use the whip, situations where you have to solve a puzzle, situations where you got to like sneak around snakes or spiders because we know he hates the bugs and stuff like
Yeah.
that. So definitely a lot of that. And definitely some moments probably of like romanticizing some woman because Indy, he's a ladies' man. So that's
You
definitely
know
going to
what?
be
I
like
wouldn't call him so much a ladies' man as him you know,
just falling into the right situation at the right time.
just falling, just out of dumb luck, winds up with all these women.
Yeah.
Because think about it, how many women are like, ooh, an archaeologist, you know?
Archaeologists are in nowadays, man. I guess that's just how it is. So, but yeah, like you said, I do like the touch of the semi clumsiness, the facial expressions, all of that. Like I love the little touches, the attention to detail, because they know fans are going to look for that.
Yeah.
Fans are going to look for Indy to be Indy and to get Troy Baker in there, and you listen to his voice and you thought that was Harrison Ford. This is
Oh, I
already
really
a
thought it
great
was
start.
Harrison Ford.
Yeah,
I really did.
he did great, and that's the thing I was wondering too. Like if we're gonna have Indiana Jones games, if it's not Harrison Ford, is the actor just going to try to sound like Harrison Ford? But then that might be kind of cringy. Is he going to do his own voice? But then it's going to feel weird because they're going to say, "Well, that's not Indy." But I like what Troy is doing is he's giving a voice that kind of reminds you of Harrison Ford a little bit, but yet
No,
has his
it
own twang.
sounds like Harrison Ford. It sounds like Harrison Ford. Remember, like I was talking about Star Trek Resurgence? Spock is a character
Yeah,
in that game. And the actor they picked to play him, yo, I mean, it is super close. close enough that if you're just watching, you don't notice the differences.
Hmm.
But if you're listening, like really listening, you're like, what's off? Something's off. But it's so close that it doesn't hit you at once, you know?
Yeah.
And great voice actors can, and he sounds like Harrison Ford to me.
Yeah. Yeah. I literally, when I first watched the trailer, I wasn't even thinking that it wasn't. I was just like, oh yeah, that's indie. Like,
Yeah.
not even thinking twice about it. Yeah, that's indie. So yeah, can't wait. That definitely drops this year. So once that drops and we get our hands on it, maybe we'll do a review on it. Let you guys know what we think of that one because definitely can't wait for that.
Yeah.
So
My recommendation is a channel on YouTube called the Y Files. It is, now, when I say this, don't start rolling your eyes. It is basically a conspiracy explanation channel. It has a lot of comedy in it because the host has a pet goldfish called Hecklefish, and Hecklefish talks, and Hecklefish literally heckles him throughout the whole thing. It
wow.
sounds ridiculous. It absolutely sounds ridiculous, but you watch it and it's really funny. So what this guy does is, let's say he'll take I'm pulling up his channel right now.
Okay.
So he'll take forbidden tech, free energy, and anti-gravity. And he'll talk about, and he'll describe it, like this is the story as people know it, like, free energy, this person did this and that, and this happened, and this and this and this. And then he stops that and he goes, okay, so here are the facts. He was like, that's the story of it. Here are the facts of it. So he kind of presents both sides of it, and it's really good because there are episodes that are like an hour long, 43 minutes long, 52 minutes long, and you don't feel it.
Wow. Really?
Yeah, even his sponsor segments are a skit, and it makes you feel like it's almost part of the episode you're watching.
Wow. That's actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's actually an interesting way to include your sponsors without feeling like a sponsor.
Yeah, it is really, really, really good, and he's got his own theme song, like, unique, you
Okay.
know? And the theme song is super catchy musically, and then you listen to the lyrics, whoever sung it, Jesus Christ, he's good, because he
Really?
starts talking about, like, Bigfoot and UFOs and this, that, and the other thing in it, and it goes with the music really well.
Wow.
Yeah. So the Y Files, absolutely, I would recommend 100%. It is one of those things where, like, if you kind of like documentaries, watch it.
Mhm.
Watch it. You'll really enjoy it because it gives you a ton of information, but you're so entertained that you absolutely enjoy it. And because he presents both sides, he's not a nut job. You know what I'm trying to say? He's not one of
Yeah.
these people like, oh, like that one guy who's going, the Anunnaki came down and built the pyramids with aliens, and they
Oh,
they they stuck a blade of grass under their ass and they were able to fly. Like, not one of those fucking crazy people. Like, he literally tells the story of the conspiracy, and then he gives the facts about it. And a lot of times when he gives the facts, he debunks the story that he just told.
wow.
Yeah.
Okay. I
So
always
and
liked a
then
good
then
documentary.
yeah, and then he gives a closing opinion. Like he said, like, he'll say things like, it's a very compelling story, but not a lot of facts are brought up. I don't know if I believe it, but it's up to you if you want to. And then he'll
Yeah.
just close it out, you know. And he does this weird thing with his hands too. He's like, like, peace, love, this, that, and the other thing, blah, blah, blah. And when you first see it, you kind of think he's fidgeting with his hands, but as you watch the channel, you realize
Mhm.
that's his thing, you know.
Okay. Okay.
Really good, really good. I think you would like it.
And what's the channel called again?
The Y Files.
The Y Files.
Uh, yeah, the Y Files.
I'm gonna add that to my. I'm gonna subscribe to it right now so I can remember to watch it.
If you are going to start with any episode, actually, I think you could start with any episode. That's how
Okay.
good it is.
Okay.
Literally any episode. Like, he covers Roswell, giants, the people who say the moon landing is fake,
Mhm.
um, Atlantis, the lizard people, um, so many things. War in the Kuiper Belt, that was a good one. War in the Kuiper Belt. Gobli
Okay.
Teki, like he covers so much stuff. And any one of them is good. There was yet to be a bad episode.
Jeez. Okay. The praise of Los. If you got a channel getting the praise of Los, then you must be good.
Yeah, and I watch a lot of YouTube. A
Yeah,
lot.
me too. Me too. YouTube has basically become my TV at this point, honestly.
Yeah, yeah.
So, but yeah, guys.
Oh, the other recommendation is get YouTube Premium because commercials suck.
Oh yeah,
Oh
true.
my god. At
Yeah.
work, there's obviously no YouTube Premium. All right.
Mm.
So that is just painful.
Oh yeah.
And
I
now
can
TikTok
imagine.
start doing the same thing, like commercials in the middle of a TikTok. Like the video's a minute long. Why are you giving me a commercial
Are
in the
you
middle of it?
serious?
Yeah,
It's commercials on TikTok now?
there's commercials
Jeez.
on TikTok now.
Wow. Yeah, that doesn't even make sense, especially if it's like a minute long like video. Like, why are you even doing that? It's probably
Yeah.
like a minute long video. The commercial's like 2 minutes.
And when it first started, I was thinking like, "Damn, that was a weird way to end this." And I would flip over to the next one, and then another commercial would come. Then when the same commercial showed up 3 times, I was like, "Oh, wait, there's a skip ad button."
Yeah, KJ get that. Yeah, I do want to get premium. The thing is, I'm using YouTube TV right now, so then now adding premium on top of that is probably going to be a little expensive. So I guess I gotta see how much that
Really?
is.
You subscribe to YouTube TV?
I did it with a bunch of friends. You know what I
Ah,
mean? Well, yeah, I did it with a buddy from work, and then he has friends, and then like they all got together, and he hit me up and he said, "Hey, yo, I got a spot open for some YouTube TV. You want to join in?" I was like, I always wanted to try it out. I never want to pay like full price for it. So, but he got like 4 or 5 of his buddies plus me and him, and then we'll all just pay like what $10 or something like that a
see,
month.
that's not bad, but like, was it like $90 a month, $100 a month or
I
something?
think it's something like that. I think it's like it's probably like 70 something a
Yeah,
month. I think yeah, I think it's like
I just don't
yeah.
think it's worth it.
Yeah, it's definitely not. It's definitely not.
Not
But if
since
you're hmm?
since you've used the service, do you think it's worth it?
I actually love it. I freaking love it. It's really good. There's actually a lot of stuff on there that's on other streaming services that make you think, well, why am I paying for all the streaming services? Everything else is already on YouTube TV. And you get DVR as well. So I was like, man, I've kind of slept on YouTube TV. But like I said, I think it's only really worth paying for it if you got a bunch of people that's like, yo, let's all just go half on it. You know what I mean? Just pay so that way you're only paying 10, $12 a month instead of paying 70 something bucks a month.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And also the main reason I got it too, you know what? This is part of my recommendation, YouTube TV.
Oh, there you go.
YouTube TV is my recommendation today. And plus you get like the thing is I watch a lot of sports. I watch a lot of hockey, basketball, football. I watch a lot of sports. And there's a lot of sports channels on YouTube TV. So that was one of the things that really and like pushed me to like go ahead and go with it, because of all the sports stuff that's on there. So, and the package included Sunday ticket too. Like they had some kind of special promotion going on. So literally, I think it's what like $10, $12 a month, and you get all like get the YouTube TV plus Sunday ticket. So
I just watch. I barely watch sports, and if I do, it's really to watch an Eagles game, and I watch maybe 1, 2 a year.
yeah.
I mostly wait for like I usually just ask Alexa, "What was the score?"
what
That's how I deal with it.
what's going
Yeah,
on?
yeah.
Who
Um,
who won? Who
but
lost?
Amazon Prime also has that sports, football in particular.
Yeah, they get certain games. They get certain games, I believe, as far as like the NFL. Like they get Thursday night football. I believe. I believe it's
Yeah,
Thursday night football they
Thursday
get.
night.
So, but yeah, YouTube TV. I actually love it. If you guys anybody in chat want to check it out, it's probably best to probably get it with some friends, man, because trying to do it by yourself is very expensive for
Yeah.
sure. Other than that, that's been a wrap, guys. Appreciate you guys hanging out today. Like I said, today was a real chill back episode. Next episode that we're going to be doing is going to be halfway mark review of
A mid-season
Acolyte,
review.
mid-season review of Acolyte. Basically, first 4 episodes, and then after that, we'll do obviously a full season recap on everything that happened in the season so
Mhm.
far. I will say, it's not really spoiler alert, but like I'm actually kind of liking it so far. I will say that, at least for right now. I'm kind of liking it. The main protagonist, the main actress, it's a good actress. And
Her or her
I'm
sister do you like better?
um I'm gonna have to say the main protagonist so far. Yeah, I mean, we get a glimpse of her sister and like some of her personality, but not enough for me to give a full opinion on her yet,
Okay.
honestly. And I will say, and I'll leave it at that. I love that we're getting a show with some black representation in the Star Wars universe. I actually like that a lot. So, and I'll leave that there. So,
Oh, that's a whole other can of worms that we could open one day.
yeah, that's gonna be an interesting conversation for
Yeah.
that next episode. So if you guys want to check that out, don't forget, guys, if you're watching live on YouTube, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, so you guys can be here for our deep dive of Acolyte when we talk about it next episode. If you guys listening to the audio version, don't forget to leave us a review and subscribe to the podcast as well. And if you guys want to support us financially, check out our Patreon page, which is in the link with. I can't talk
Link.
tonight with the link is in the link in the description below. You guys can check out the Patreon page and support the podcast for as little as $1 a month. So yeah, that's been it for today's episode, guys. Appreciate you. Much love to you, Legion, and anybody else in chat. We'll catch you guys later.